This is a super ninja class, and what we're doing is we're getting expert advice and teaching you how to use the ninja things beautifully. So I've got the ninja herself, Gail Samways. Good to see you, Gail.
Good to see you too. This is very exciting.
It is very exciting because we're going to quiz you about how you make things look so easy and get some great results with all the different ninjas.
Yeah, it's basically how to use the best way to get the maximum amount of pleasure out of using all of the Ninja machines.
Now, you're not going to show me because I'm a hopeless cause. But we've got Sarah and Louise, two of our favourite customers who've been into the studio a few times. And you do, I know, Sarah, cook quite a lot. Louise, I'm not sure. Are you a cook?
I wouldn't go quite as far as to say cook, but I'm always willing to learn.
Well, we're going to learn a lot
Thank
here,
you very much.
and we're looking forward to it. So we've got lots of things for you to do. And first of all, we're going to find out about knives, because that's the very first thing you start with when you go to chef school, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and we've got the beautiful stainless steel knives. So we're so lucky to be able to use these. So you've got 5 knives, and we're going to take you through exactly what you can do with each knife and why you should use a certain knife for a certain thing.
And you've also got the scissors, which we rather like, because they're rather special scissors.
They are, which we'll use later.
And the knife sharpener and the stand, we've got all of that.
So it goes
So the girls will be using it all. OK, so
we're going to start with our chef's knife. So, ladies, we're going to take the chef's knife and we're going to chop an onion. Now, the reason we're using this knife is because it has a heel. Now, when we talk about the heel, it's this piece of the knife here, which enables us to chop. So it's our chopping knife, OK? So it stops our knuckles touching the board before we've actually chopped through the piece.
And it's got that rounded shape, so we can rock it.
Yeah, so we can actually rock that like that, but we're not going to do that to begin with. So what we do is, too many people hold their knives back here, OK? You have no control if you hold your knife back here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get as far forward on the knife as possible. And you can put your index finger here on the top. Now you have total control, OK? Now, I've already peeled an onion, but we've left the stalk on, because if you leave the stalk on, it enables to keep the whole onion together. We're going to slice straight through that stalk. Now, remember, you have really sharp knives. So and the reason we have really sharp knives is because we have an integrated sharpener, and so therefore we can keep them super sharp all the time. Now, turn your onion so that the stalk is away from you, but sort of away from you like that. And then we're just going to start one side. Now, you can use, the reason we don't have our fingers out like this is because we could take one off. So we need to just slightly tuck them under so that your knuckles guide you along.
So it's not the end bit that's sticking forward.
If you just turn your onion round a tiny bit.
So we're going to go that way first.
OK, so we're going to slice into the onion like this, OK? So we're just going to take now the thinner you slice, the better, the neater the little cubes are going to be, the chops are going to be.
And should we go in with the point first?
Go always with the point, obviously not, because then it guides you. So you just go through, but not right through to the end, because the stalk stopping you.
So you don't want to go all the way to the root, just a little bit shorter than that.
That's right. That's and I'm just going to quickly do that, and I'm going to come over to you, Louise, just to show you.
Let's
just go down.
So your blade wants to come back a little bit so that the point doesn't go all the way through the root.
Yeah.
That's it. So
how are we doing, Sarah?
Yeah, I think we're getting there all right.
Yeah.
OK, so once you've reached the end of that, you all right, Louise?
Yeah.
Cool. Now, we turn it, OK? We're going to take the knife. Now, be careful with this, because the knife is going towards your hand, so you've got to try and keep control of it. Again, make sure you're holding your knife right down to the end of the blade. And just slide it through 3 times. Once at the bottom, like this. Once at the bottom, not all the way through.
Not all the way through, once at the bottom, OK?
OK, just slide it. That's it.
Yeah, because I've got to do it, OK.
OK, and then we're going to snake another slice on the top again, like that.
OK.
OK. And then another one, sorry, Simon, and then another one on the top like that.
And this is how we get finely diced onions.
This is how we get finely diced onions. How are we doing?
Yeah, good. Well,
now, we take the knife, and this is where the chopping comes. Now, just watch me for 1 second. Point the knife on the base, because we're going to start rocking now. So we're just going to slice down, move along, slice down, move along, slice down, move along, slice down.
And of course, this is where the
don't lift your knife off the board if you can help it.
I've cut it, and it's the little bits
it's
come out
falling to
front,
bits
so
a
it's
little
Don't
bit,
worry,
yeah.
that's
But-
okay.
Yeah.
You're
So-
doing really well, actually.
And keep the point on the
Yeah.
deck, and then you can slide it round and just...
If you keep the point on the actual board,
Yeah.
you have so much more
more, yeah.
control. Yeah?
But you know what? It's very finely diced, and it's very even.
It is.
And
considerable.
how many times have you chopped onions in the past, Louise?
Well, I tend to buy them.
Oh, do you?
There we go.
Oh, wow.
So I'm telling you that if you buy onions and you don't chop onions red, that's a really good
You've done
first
a
start.
great
That's
job.
fantastic.
Thank you.
I was going to find out from Sarah. You've
Thank
chopped
you.
onions a million times.
I have, yeah.
Do they always work out like this?
Well done.
No, not at all, because
Louise,
these
that's
knives are
great.
just amazing.
That
I mean,
is.
that is just like slicing like butter, isn't it?
It is amazing.
I mean,
and actually, you've got knives at home. These are super knives.
I haven't got
Does
knives
it make-
compared to these.
It does
No.
make a difference, doesn't
Oh, God,
it?
massive difference. I mean, as I say, that's just like going through a hot knife through
A
butter.
hot knife through butter. Well,
Yeah.
we're doing well. Okay,
Amazing.
so we've
Okay,
done...
so we've done those, but we need to do the other half of the onion. So
Oh,
do
yeah.
you think
Yeah.
we can start again?
Yeah.
Louise, if you're not worried about the big
Yeah,
bits, so
no,
they can
no.
always go in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bottom.
yeah.
So again, I'm just going to do mine quickly, and
listen.
I'm going to come over and I'm going to show you.
She does make it look
Listen
easy,
to Edward
doesn't she?
Scissorhands there
absolutely.
chopping
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there.
And it fits. Is that okay?
So I'm just going to just literally chop that one up.
And the thing is, you're doing it very quickly because you're very experienced at this, but you can take your time.
Oh, you don't have to do this quickly. I do this
Yeah, I
because
did
this is
all
my
of it.
job and that's what I do for a
your
living,
life.
so it's different. So that's mine done, because we're going to make a bruschetta topping.
And
So
by the
I-
way, we've got another ninja in the kitchen. It's Christine. Always,
Yeah.
swings in
Right,
to help
yeah.
us when
Yeah,
we need a
thank
little
you,
bit of
Chris.
help.
Jettisons in like the milk tray
Okay,
woman.
so we really should be doing it. Okay, you're doing really well, but it should be down that way. Straight down. Okay. Straight down like that. And then I'm going to get you to go through again. So we're going to
Yeah.
go through.
Yeah, through, top, bottom, and
That's
then,
right.
Yeah.
Just mind your hand.
Yeah, no, that's right. So you're happy.
Just move it like that. Let the knife do the work.
Yeah.
Never push a knife. Let
Yeah.
the knife slide. Because
Yeah.
when you start pushing knives, they can become very
That's- yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah.
And they're so sharp that you hardly
These are,
have
these
to
are
move
amazing.
it.
Yeah.
And
Doesn't
then just
matter
do
if you
one
go
slice
all
at the
the way.
top. That's
Just-
it. Okay,
yeah.
now put the point
Yeah.
down like that, or
Yeah,
point
sure,
on that,
yeah.
and now move down. That's it now.
Ah.
There we go. That's
Oh,
it.
look at that.
Point
There's the
down.
action.
Yeah.
Point
There's the
down.
knife.
That's it. Keep the
Yeah.
point. I'm going to hold that
Oh,
point.
yeah.
Do you see how much
yes,
easier that
how
is?
much easier it is.
And then you just push that. That's
Yeah.
it.
And it's so much fun.
That is fantastic.
Oh, thank you for that. I always wanted to learn how to cut an onion properly.
Perfect. Now
there
you
you
can
go.
stop now because the stalk bit you haven't cut through. That can
Yeah.
just go
You
underneath.
just throw it
Perfect.
that way.
Look at that. Can we
That's-
see that?
that is pro.
absolutely.
That's finely
I want to show
diced.
because I'm impressed with you. That's really.
And it's
Look
even and fine.
at that.
Oh,
That's
gold
perfect.
star, Louise.
That-
Well
Hey,
done,
well-
you.
Well done, you. That is
Take that.
amazing. That is amazing.
Now, a chopped onion a meal
Yours
doesn't
is
make,
amazing
so I'm sure we're going to
too.
chop some other things.
Sorry,
And
it's
actually,
in there.
this begs the question, if that knife is so good at chopping onions, why do we need lots of other knives? Why can't we just use the same knife for everything?
Because we don't need a chopping knife for everything.
Okay.
And we've got other knives, smaller knives for more intricate work as well. For example, we've got our slicing knife, which you would never use for chopping. And the reason is, like I said, it
Knuckles
hasn't
get
got
in
a
the way.
heel.
But that would be
And
great for carving your turkey, carving your meats and things
This
like
is
that.
one of those knives that you just need for everything. And we're going to carve some gammon and some chicken a little bit later. But what we're going to move on to now is we're going to just pop that in our bowl.
Lovely crispy.
We're lovely crispy bowl, which
Okay.
I'm using as a mixing bowl because
if you want
why
to find
not?
out anything about the crispy or the knives, just scan the QR code when you see it. That'll take you straight to the webpage, qvcuk.com, and then you can find out all about things. So, what knife are we going to use
So
next?
what knife we're going to use next is we're going to use this knife here, which
Right.
is your utility knife. Now, this gives you more precision for smaller bits of ingredients.
And
okay?
softer fruits and things like
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. I mean, you can use the bigger knife, but I think
Yeah.
it's nice to use this. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to cut our tomato into quarters. And we're just going to take the seeds out. Now, how we're going to do that, and the reason why this is good is because it's thinner and more malleable than a larger
you've
knife.
got more control over it.
Is we're just going to literally just take out that bit there, and we're left with just that, okay?
Okay.
And we're going to do that with all of that tomato, and we might need another tomato as well. So, are we okay?
Yeah,
good.
yeah, Louise has got
Right,
that one.
get rid
and
of
so
all your
Sarah.
pith, and then chop another one if you can, and then we're going to slice them and dice them.
And it does beg the question, why are we getting rid of all the seeds? Well,
Because we're trying to make a nice bruschetta and it actually makes it a little bit bitter.
Yeah, I've got you.
Seeds. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love full tomatoes, but sometimes it can be a bit bitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So we're just going to literally do this.
And Louise has got, just throw it in the bottom there.
Yeah. Good.
Now, once we've done that, we're just going to take our quarters, turn them over so that they're skin side up, and then we're just going to take our knife, and because it's so sharp, we can just literally make slices.
So we draw it across the board?
Yeah, we're not really doing any work at all, the knife is.
Okay. So you turn it upside down, and then just draw it. If you put the point on the board and just draw back, that's it. And then you've got the control then when you put the point on the board because it's not wiggling.
Absolutely.
Going in a straight line.
Now, you can chop like this, and then this is what a lot of people will do. Or you could change your knife if you wanted to, which is what I would do, but not necessarily everybody would. And then you can slice down like this. So you're now chopping again, and then you dice again. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's what you end up with. You end up with nice chops. But a lot of people, and I totally understand, would use the knife like this, then turn it round, and then dice like that.
So try that one, Louise. So you've got the slices. Now let's turn it round and just do exactly the same. And draw it back. There you go, you see, look. And the knife makes a difference because if we have a blunter knife, it's just going to bruise the fruit.
I'll tell you what happens if you have a blunter knife. If I turn this knife upside down, most people's knives at home are like this.
Yeah, and
you just squash everything.
I do. Exactly.
And why are we using knives like that? It's mental. So actually, you just need to be... So once you've done that, you can add it to your onions, because we're just going to make a bruschetta.
And by the way, how do we keep these knives sharp? Because you're going to use them every day, aren't you?
Absolutely. So while these guys are still chopping, I'm just going to show you. Take your knife, make sure it's clean, and you just pop it in the hole at the end, if I just show you that, okay? Now, it clicks into place. And then if you have a look at the bottom here, you can see there's a wheel, and it just comes up, and it sharpens on the way down. You can hear it.
You don't even hold the knife.
No.
That's so good.
It's brilliant.
A lot of people are a little bit scared of it. And if you try the butcher's sharpeners, we usually make them blunt.
And you really need to get the right angle, whereas this gets the right angle every time. You pull that down, take it out, make sure you wipe off any excess nastiness from the knife away from you. Never wipe it towards you, always wipe it away, because obviously the sharp side away from you. And then, of course, you've got such a sharp knife, and then you're off again. I mean, it is so sharp, it's scary.
If you want to find out about these knives, obviously scan the QR code when you see it, or go to QVCUK.com. You can find out all about it. And then, of course, you can try them as well. So, bruschetta, we've got tomatoes, we've got onions, peppers now?
Peppers now. So I'm just going to go ahead and just show you, because I'd like to see a show of finished product. But if you just take the sides off your pepper, that's the easiest way to actually slice a pepper. You can take the end off as well, so nothing's wasted at all.
Okay, I'll show you that.
Sorry, my love.
Just hold on to that when you take the sides off.
Oh, right.
And actually, I think it's better to use the bigger knife for this one, do you think?
I would use the bigger one for this, but if you feel more comfortable using the other knife, that's fine too. Okay. So I would literally, again...
Sideways, because what we want to do is just big chunk.
Take it off the side. So I'm going to come over.
No, please do, because I was sort of...
No, that's fine, madam. So I'm just going to... We literally just take it off the side. We're working our way round the pepper.
That's the way to put it at home. Thank you.
Perfect.
Sarah's on the case.
Yeah.
I hope you're going to get this finished. I'm starving.
Oh, my.
A bit of bruschetta wouldn't go amiss.
I didn't say about sampling it, you know.
Actually, when it comes to recipes, there's always lots of recipes with Ninja, but, I mean, you can make this sort of thing up with what you've got available, what's in the fridge.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you do whatever you want. And we're just showing you what to use with knives. I mean, the thing about knives are, people go, do I really need a nice knife in the kitchen? I personally think it's probably the most important thing you have in your kitchen.
Because you use them every day.
You know, something like a frying pan, an oven, and whatever, they're the most important things.
I can't get over the weight of them. The weight of them is so good.
Talk to me about that, Sarah, because not all knives feel the same. Why does this feel good?
To me, it gives you confidence because you feel like you're using a weighty product with it. So
does it feel the right sort of weight balance?
Yeah, definitely. No, it's really comfortable to use, and it makes the job so much easier because the knive's doing the work, isn't it? So definitely.
I'm just finishing my peppers.
And the plan is to dice things all the same size, so it looks appealing.
So it looks pretty, and it sort of starts to look like gems. Do you see what I mean? Now, I'm just going to get rid of that. Now, while the girls carry on doing that, which they're doing a marvellous job. You're doing a great job, by the way. We're just going to chop some herbs. Now, people get terrified of this. The best thing to do is take a bunch, put the bunch down. Guys, do you just want to watch this 1 second? So take your bunch of herbs and pop it down on the board and hold it tight.
And we're going to use the chef's knife.
We are only going to use this big knife.
Right.
Because this is our, what's this? Our chopping knife.
Choppy chop.
Okay? And we're going to be chopping. So, what we want to do is have that horizontal to us like that. And we want to tip on the board. Doesn't move from the board. Okay. Okay? We go down, so you rock it like that, okay? Now, the finer the slices you can do, the better. You go all the way along until you get to the stalks.
I've always wanted to do is chop them like that.
Okay?
This is when it
Get rid of the stalks. Don't worry about the stalks.
And this is, the Italians would call this mezzaluna, this sort of rocking action. This
okay.
And you can buy special ones which use 2 hands.
That is fantastic.
That's
well
brilliant.
done.
Yeah,
Brilliant. Keep going.
Yeah.
That's it. Amazing.
Sorry, stop mid-flow.
Okay. Now.
I surprised myself.
Okay, stop now. Sarah, that looks fantastic. Well done. And then, once we've got a kind of rough chop like that, we're going to hold our tip of the knife.
So you can get rid of the bunch now.
Yes,
and we're going to start chopping like this. Now, you move it around. So we're going to go up and work our way down. Push it together.
This is to get the fine chop.
This is to get the fine chop. Now, you don't have to go fast. Go as fast as you want. The closer you hold the knife to the actual blade, the more control you have. Okay?
Yeah. Sarah's got it, like...
Well done, Sarah. So
and Louise as well.
Louise, you're doing
Good.
brilliantly. Lift your knife up a bit so you're chopping, not just moving.
Okay.
That's it. Okay, and then it just gets a nice fine chop.
Oh, I'm loving it. So you could do this for like mint sauce, yeah?
You can do this for any herb you want, although I would say things like coriander you don't need to do because it bruises it, and so does basil.
Basil, yeah.
Take a handful of your lovely chopped thingy, pop it in your bruschetta mix, and you now have the perfect bruschetta. Add a little bit of olive oil, which you've got on the side, some salt and pepper, and then take your bruschetta. We haven't actually got to slicing any of the gammon, but...
Oh, we'll do that later.
We can do that later. Pop it on.
Oh, I didn't know. Thank you.
And how much salt and pepper? How, is it
just a little bit, just to taste, yeah.
Okay. So a little sprinkling of that. Whack in a bit of olive oil, Louise. You done? Salt and pepper? Give it a mix. It's almost like I should have a clock, and we've only got 30 seconds left. But there's no hurry here.
It's like that.
Just finding
Absolutely
out
no
about
pressure, guys. And there you have your lovely bruschetta right there.
That is, it's beautiful to look at, and it's going to be flavoursome, and it's very appealing. And so are these knives. Louise, Sarah, Gail, thank you for all those helpful tips. There's lots of those at QVC, don't you know?